What does salt do? It flavors. It enhances the taste of food. And it also keeps foods from spoiling, doesn't it? And Jesus reminds us that you are the salt of the earth. Who? You. What if at the end of Mass today I said, the Mass is not ended. No one here is leaving without declaring how they are going to bring a greater flavor, how they are going to enhance, how they are going to work to preserve and to light up the part of the world that you are going to live in this coming week. How are we going to bring Jesus into focus through our lives? How are we going, with the words of St. Paul, not to hide the face of Christ, but to put on the mind of Christ, so that all of our words, all of our actions, all of our thoughts somehow are so convincing that the power of the Spirit is alive in us? How are we going to do that? How are you going to do that this week in your part of this world? For us to leave here not knowing how we're going to do that is a serious neglect of who we are as God's people. Isaiah the prophet gives us a hint of how we can do this. Isaiah says, first of all, we can no longer serve our own interests. Boy, that is a real challenge in a world where our individualism and our self-centeredness takes possession of every one of us. Isaiah says, share your bread with the hungry. Bring the homeless poor into your home. That would be a tough one, wouldn't it? To go down the Samaritan table this coming Thursday and invite the homeless poor into your home to sit at your table. Cover the naked. Satisfy the needs of the afflicted. Do not turn your back on your own. Do not turn your back on your own. A challenge for me, a challenge for you. For us as a community, God's people, it won't be with any particular eloquence or wisdom that we're going to save the world, but it's going to be through the power of God working in us and working through us. It can only happen that way. If we do these things, if we live in this way, if we live as authentically as we can, and we really strive to make our faith real 24/7, then the light will rise in the darkness of this world. The light will rise. That's what Jesus says. The light will rise. And at the end of the Mass, I can say, now go in peace to live the Eucharist you are.